Welcome to Spooky Reviews from Spooky Ventures. I'm Gary Hill, and I'm both your host and your reviewer. This is our 166th episode, and we're looking at a Blu-ray release of Side Effects May Vary. Well, let's talk a little about what I really liked about this movie. It's a creepy body horror gore fest with almost a zombie apocalypse kind of vibe to it. It has a lot of humor, but it's decidedly horrific. Where I have some problems is the topical nature of it. The premise centers around the COVID pandemic and an experimental vaccine. While I think they did a decent job of not taking a stand either way, and I get the urge for artistic people to tackle topical issues, I think that using the very real pandemic we went through and the way it and the varying vaccine stances have been politicized was a big mistake. It seems to bring a lot of baggage to the film that's likely to turn off some viewers on both sides of the issue. Just changing it to something more fictional would have solved that problem. Now, with that out of the way, the basic movie centers around an anti-vax guy who gets a new experimental vaccine while he's ill because his wife talks him into it. The vaccine makes him feel completely cured almost instantly, but quickly things turn to a nightmare as unexpected side effects hit him. I mentioned that this takes on a zombie apocalypse angle. Without too much spoiler content, one of the effects includes pain that is only relieved by eating people. As you can imagine, that brings us lots of gore. I think they probably used many feet of fake intestines. The movie includes quite a bit of nudity and sexual content. Some of it is quite gratuitous. Parts of it do bring something to the story. I would say, though, that it's over the top at times. This is an indie low-budget film, but the acting is solid for the most part. There are some interesting characters, and a lot of the motivations are fairly complicated. Overall, this is a fun movie. I still think that placing it in the context of a real pandemic was a hornet's nest, and I think it probably suffers from it a little. I mean, had they made it more fictional, I think that people would have still made the connection, but it would have been a little subtler. There are quite a few interesting bonus features here, but as I always say, people buy movies for the movie, not the bonuses. Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.